our new steps. Camera playing up again. Don't know what it is. These are our new steps that were created last night. They had originally going to have made the steps so that Chris Bonington, Sherpa Tenzing and Edmund Hillary would have struggled to get up them, and certainly me, I'm 76 in a few days time, I couldn't possibly have even got into the house when it was made. So I decided, I made them extra work. I wanted the steps extended and to have proper treads, I think they're called, on them, so you don't have to balance as you're going up and down stairs. I'll be able to negotiate these when they have a handrail and everything will be okay. Unlike the other steps that we have, which I conceded that they could make them for mountaineers on the other side. I haven't made a video for a few days, and you'll note now that the floor is complete. The columns have been made, filled in with concrete. Also they have a covering of cling film type plastic, which has been on for 2 days now. That's to make sure that the columns don't dry out too quickly and that the cement concrete inside actually cures and is strong. Today we lost 3 of our 5 excellent workers. Don't know who we're going to have in return, and we'll miss them because they were very, very hard working and did a good job. As they were making these steps last night, I don't know if you can see them, I think you probably can now, because they're very heavy when you think about it. The center of one of the steps collapsed and they took remedial action and propped it back up again. Everything is going to be okay now. There's metal reinforcement in each of the steps. The sides of the steps will be covered, blocked in with concrete blocks, so you won't be able to see what's underneath it. Everything looks okay. I'm not going to crawl under there. A lot of work has been done. We paid our 3rd installment for the house on Monday. Today is the late King's birthday, so it's a bank holiday. It also is a day in the Buddhist calendar, so the town is going to be relatively quiet. People's school children are off school and all that sort of thing. Been a good idea to have driven into town early this morning to miss the traffic, but I probably will go out later. I can't see anything else being done on this house now until we have a delivery of the steel framework for the roof, and then tiles will be put on it. Nevertheless, I think it's December the 5th today, and we only started work. They only moved in with us on November the 3rd. So when you consider we've got piles driven in and we've got this solid construction here, we've done well up until now. It will depend on the new crew who come in, or the additional people who come in. If they're anything like as hard working as the lot we had before, we'll be well pleased. Things don't always go smoothly. They've gone very well up until now, and I just got to hope for the best. You can just about see the blue pipes, universal blue pipe in Thailand. These are the drainage and input points for water to the 3 bathrooms that we have. I mentioned before that trying to make life easier for the builder, we'd have the toilets in a line at the back of the house so as to make it easier for drainage, sewage works and all that sort of stuff. I wanted the house raised above floor. It's above my expectations. It's higher than I thought it would be, but that's a good thing. The area's never had flooding. We are on it's not apparent, but we're on a little bit of a mound in this village, and we have rice fields below us. So flooding isn't a danger at all, really. But of course, having a house which is the best part of 4 feet, certainly over 3 feet above ground, we're not going to have water in our house anyway, unless the roof leaks. There's our 2 cars there, and I'm just going to show you, if I can get it, is one of these chug-a-chug things. You can buy one of these for about £4,000. It'll take you 3 years to get to Bangkok, but they carry a hell of a lot of stuff, and I think there's 2 in our village. There's old Choc Deeb there. He hasn't been out for... we went to Big C yesterday, but he hasn't gone very far in the last couple of days. I'll take him for an outing this afternoon, unless there's something exciting to film, which I don't think will happen today. I'll show you the other steps. As you can see, they are significantly steeper than the others. It'll be an exit from our kitchen, and I could possibly manage it if handrails are fitted to it, but I'm glad that the front steps are okay. I would have liked if the area in front of, if you're looking at it now, had been wider. For some strange reason, ties like a gap in the front of the house. God only knows why. The only thing you can put there are pot plants. I think it would have been much better if the area of our porch had been extended to this far corner. For the sake of an extra bit of concrete, we would have had a far bigger outdoor space. We could, in theory, have had a party here for about 40 people in the porch. Having said that, the porch area is still pretty big. So there we are. That's how it is. It's 8:30 in the morning. I guess it's 30 degrees. There are clouds in the sky, but not many. My mother-in-law is doing stuff in the garden. Toy, I think, will probably be getting me to go to a garden centre to get big leafy plants today to plant around the border of our land. I don't mind doing that, it's nice. The garden centres over here, as you can imagine, are absolutely beautiful. The flowers are fantastic. And that's it. Camera's been playing up. I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. I wanted to buy, this is the DJI Pocket 2. I had budgeted to buy a DJI Pocket 3, which has just recently been released. But until this thing gets its act together and starts working as I want it, when I want it, I won't be buying another DJI product. So I'll have to sort it out. Possibly somebody in the store in Konkan, in the big centre, will be able to help, but at a cost, because I live in a comparatively cheap town. Not cheap over in Konkan or any of the big cities, just like the UK. They'll screw you for as much money as they can get. So there we are. Nothing happening. Weather gorgeous. I'm sure it's the same in South Wales. I will mention, if I can't go across, if you look to the very big tree that's there, I saw what could only be a golden tree snake fly up that, because they jump from branch to branch, but this one was exceptional. He was climbing upwards, fully a metre long, and there's nothing else that it could have been other than a tree snake. So he lives in that tree, and he feeds on lizards and frogs or anything he can get. He's not a danger to us. They're quite pretty snakes, yellow underbellies, and golden tree snake gives the colour away really. A lot of green, a lot of black markings on the head. They will bite if you pick them up, but they're not poisonous. We haven't seen a snake here for ages. We had a Swedish guy here with his wife last night. He's never seen a snake here, but his wife sees them quite often. I think she's accustomed to, she knows what to look for. But mostly the snakes that she has are, again, not poisonous. So I haven't seen anything, and I don't want to. All we have a couple of lizards living in the house with us, 2 tiny ones, and one obviously a much bigger one called a jingjock, I think they call him over here. He lives upstairs somewhere and he makes a noise in the night sometimes. But most old Thai houses will have them as residents, and they're not treated as pets, but they don't do any harm. They live on mosquitoes and the things like that. So they're not bad things to have. And of course, you don't want animals living in the house with you, but when this new house is built, it'll be a while, but undoubtedly within a couple of years we will have something like that living with us as well. So there we are, nothing else to say. I'll shut up now. It's too soon to wish you a Merry Christmas. Don't know what's going to happen out here for Christmas. I don't really care. I'm happy. Alright, thanks for watching and goodbye.